Oyerepa 100.7 yeah live Oyerepa Radio on Facebook yeah live Oyerepa television jumadi anything the highway sports if we samre yakopim se no nsia ebebo ene entena na ye obi here at the mamu akudie mu nsem ayaboabo no afisem ene amano ne nsem ye de ni nyina eba Black Stars Blaster squad finally Oto Ado the Edina Babontema GFA and so I announcement Ebera squad nimna ya di home komo 3 players enya omu maiden call up Black Stars womu etim mebisi squad name ebisi ebi puli outa womu dwene womu ntiase ni nyina no ye wo ehon nsem a ye de ebeba ene enwumre ewo dwumadie no eso ye konkrofon so ansempi ene ho a ye bedwendwene eho na dwumadie o messages efa Oyerepa Radio ye Facebook post no asena waja ewo honom ye bekenkan the amount de ja comment ye post na say ye bekenkan the amount ye WhatsApp and ode eba and I said normal text messenger number near 0241 915555 0241 915555 WhatsApp and the normal text message and I ASA number no so Bash Digital Satellite as from high quality mattress Onga Promise Herbal Holy Mosquito Spray and Quail PKB Group of Companies Bosheba Electricals Perfect Skin and Body Therapy and Afri Kingdom Herbal Center Ejumakwea Daruma and Omasoya Senior Yede Highway Sports Ede Ebremwene Enyumre Ewo Kasafidieno Eso ye konkrofon kroso na yede amanonin sam kakra yensa kano ede abaye bonitew ye wi a yebewura eye afisem ni mu Clementino the darling boy betanse ansakra and abadwafo nyina and Mr. Eugene Adu Poku striker a joining na yede show no atwaso ede amamo ewo 100.7 because Spain na medin komo ewo ho nene asenkese pa na asi ewo Spanish Football Federation womu aso eni nyina ne se unim say national teams eboabo mo ho de atwa FIFA World Cup qualifiers so ebi ebo international friendly games now call Spain omo national team camper enawia omo ho ena Barcelona echo krata edi bre Spain womu national team no empanyimfo se abrantia di edi Lamine Yamal omo person withdraw every squad ni mninya ni se player no wakoye scan ama ni Eugene ehye ni 94 eko baby ni testicles no ewo no ha me kan brofo na ya na no odene omo akoye scan ama still Eugene na ewo ho na player no battle senka ebeko timi the bobo de nemom yes scan results ni Barcelona doctors ese boy no I was 10 days minimum Otenefie on siakan entino wamo edi krata ni breast Spanish Football Federation as omo national team La Roja and omo yese ombema Lamine Yamal and so every campo na wako na sajuma de ni baso no and Spanish Football Federation wamo de krata eba bonte na omo krata no utwa ni tiawa omo say player no acquire invasive radio frequency procedure na de yo mo woni se anka o national team camp no e also inform doctors no na doctors no man kwaya scan and sakra and Barcelona etumi abasem omo se fa no e de na ko omo doctors no no makohe no na Spanish Football Federation any national team no krata omo choye no omo chemu a player no wo scan wa mo mama ne Barcelona for ankari anchomo wamu yani sebasa eba ese omo ebe fa player no omu gidi ese ade na course na ntwaye but omo de omo pese wamu ne Barca benya ntawantawa bi antino wamu release player ne so onko eye Barcelona wamu kam no ni team doctors no enko di enkomo na no na Spanish national team head coach already did Luis de la Fuente ose ade na esino eye shocking Edmano na ohu bida wose adini si ya ne ho adwiri ne papa ne nyane sa ade we kra na nya no mama no Sam, yes, he play on national team camp. You see, so I could trust team doctors. Anyway, na the club side they say on Simra, any other day. National team coach, you know, as a day with the work during the papa. Now, I know there. Wojidie SNK no expect SBBC BMA and Samuel Luis de la Fuente wadin to Jana Miramu na onsa lamini ama engineer kanwa sama amene woko Spanish television sports television programs omo ye nyina no woma pa kuku damwa womo che lamini ama engineer mu na yenya video ne ba ko a ye de ebe screen so yes into a doctor way doctor kesi ya pa ba ko a o Spain lamini ama engineer no eno chempinji no emsa shane se wa kwa nem so ta bobo matches anaju e shane se wa ko ba bia ne brema no ne ade ne bo no ho enti wo hwe ba bia ya mark ne yellow na eno lamini ama ne nan ni fe ho ena engine no e wo ye twenko eche na fe ye chemu biem science we ena doctors ni chemu am ebetuma ye chronic ni nyane se wa anye careful untumi entreat man nko but ubetumi e de asia kan wa bram time to time ubetumi anya pain ho enti no bia ya indicate ne yellow no ho ena aluminium a wo system na engine she chese ne bema ho pe enti no ade no tumricate mi kano na wono na wajai we na Barcelona for abefa kwani se won ko ntimi sia kan emfa Emma Spain I say adane entokwasom ewo Luis de la Fuente and Barcelona omumpanyufo enso entemu ayede eno so nkomo edema ewo jumadie no eso Robert Lewandowski agent to say what it report I claim Lewandowski enche we be consider retirement agent ne say enya no kre bia ni sansem ni mu na yen krofo na atra baabi eno ma ball mu say mu aka na Lewandowski top striker as they say time of very type free football mu no time of very type free national team no mo enya dia omo kromo di date bia enso ababonte a say kwa we consider so be renew the contract with FC Barcelona no Lewandowski name agent and someone did to and enumere Lionel Messi and Diario Sport edinkomo now I can sempi Edia for FC Barcelona one more bobo kone in the World Cup chances on also ebetumi awram akosia kan Edia ma Argentina Messi say what person go back to Barca almost new Spotify campaign no almost no na so mu wi a opesen ko nya akwanya no osia kan what it report as Barcelona pesenka womu sembe line on Messi on loan wabra MLS season akona wi eno abebo eja ma omu kopim timer Major League Soccer ebe resume wo United States of America nanka wasako eno na Messi di tuja so wonya baso obesa abapa na no ne wife ene nkwada no womu din komo e the FC Barcelona ho ninya ne se ho eno aye na japade api ni fie chese bibia omu wo bia no wo wiase ne mu be se 90% wo Barcelona kroni mu a so cycle back to Barca enkanani abeje pa owie na odi tuja se Major League Soccer season and dia on the obenya team bi ni omosia kan ni nyina ne se baabi ani mfia dru na also keeping itself fit for World Cup and so betoja United States of America Mexico and afa Canada ntino na chese Messi kwan bi so no oya confirm rumors eba so betime remo Barca na wakobo loan diamom ni nyina ne se player no egidie se World Cup oba player Untimi ntrafie so okobo no successful and so World Cup ni mo no ensem a Lionel Messi what them to jam ni interview ni mo a ye dia no so sam no ye same ye Ronaldo fuyi Manchester United na mira na yes Man United say omo fa adwen bia say womo the players beba January ni nyina ne say Benjamin Sesko ni pra na no pra no nanka microphone so ye ACL injury but yes say a new problem but enye de ebema na che ni bia bia be say 2 weeks obetuma return at Ama United one we bobo ko ni ntino say omukofa players e de aba January de enya de omum adwene ho a ye de ho nsem no e de ema me ko Chelsea Raheem Sterling ena abeto dwane se na no memenda say si akromfo bowra ne fie na akromfo no omunye intelligent on say players ni si akaya nanka wo ho a wo bobo abeti azo ya bowra fie ya wia na say akromfo so omuntie sports o so mu o che so mu follow Rahim Sterling player he say boy kronya bi mo nko stadium otifie yeso ane ne yire ene nkwada ne tifie sa kramfo ne nim se Chelsea match ne 8 ombewie anadwo ba bi ntino na se omo ekita kwana nkoma kowia no wo mu bu player ne Sterling ne yire ne ma ene gu na ye couch mo che so mu gu o wa wo mu ehweboy na kramfo say mistake ese ne aye na mo report eba and it's a man to me and for valuable items via and from free fuel. So the second timer a convoy I try say ebe Rahim Sterling first one successful abra no so ebo Eddie match Chelsea we ne dia jegu enya de tumi fire ye dem and also report no e de emo dwumadi ne so cup and de aba bonten senya me ya domo a FIFA World Cup playoff games eba so Morocco wabra Nigeria, Gabon, Cameroon, munyina no ejina kono no dia se game no end 90 minutes extra time beba extra time say game ni end na yenya winner extra time beba extra time ko end ni yenya winner na se e penalty shootout no one of game Nigeria any Gabon ebo 13th November nyame ya domo a when I saw game no eno som ebe tumi atodwa ye de ho nsam na de ma ewo dwumadi no so ansakra na Gabon ene Equatorial Guinea dabi when ye DR Congo yes DR Congo omoni Cameroon game no enso tumi abaso enti Nigeria Gabon na Cameroon DR Congo ene bebo semi final ni mansana final no enso tumi atodwa na nya ba ko a wo be represent Africa ewo ho akaf ede sanhyehyɛ no eso de aba ye de ehun nsɛm na de ma ewo so no eso Kingdom Herbal Center, Kingdom Garlic Capsules and Bitters, Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules, and afi Kingdom Tremendous Capsules and Roy Pebito na entu ya de ase Kingdom Garlic Capsules 15 years asa arthritis asa hypertension ati cholesterol level so oni pedua ni meguso a eye adwuma Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules no and we for sexual weakness, waist pain, and a mental stress, and a tremendous capsules. Emano edru, esi mano, emomoye kama bado do menstrual disorder, and a vaginal infection biano, it was here edit mount. Anyway, Ura Pharmacy, Ubenyabi na wato 0597298855. Kingdom no be. Na emwa papa perfect skin and body therapy Brian skin no adwuma kama ediama ye wia na ya your body no enso ho adwuma pimple stretch marks na so be ko ye wia be body slimming body enlargement na fe flat tummy so ye de aka ho edi amount for ni chem e ye branches miensa e Ghana Kumase Boshan Bram Junction Accra Osu Akwaje Park and Atakrade Ketan Junction episode Lord Hotel 0553 312-911. Bosheba Electricals. Bibia fan kanea. Any eho pimpradi nyina no ba. Ubenya bi atoyo cables a Energy Commissioner certified say yemfanya adwuma. Ye solar standing fan ho. Me wacho ye wo LED floodlight ho. Ye wo steady lamp ho. Ye wall light, bedside lamp. Ye spotlight, ye garden light. Ni nyina ebi ewo yase edum PZ. KHA market in here anymore. Boshaba building with prisons run about and until tackle for dynamo and some pizza to Albania be not what 03220308838 PKB group of companies or mount brand new car tires, any car batteries. Na uyu so awanka sabe say yes car battery na papa makase car no enamwa na ejata dundumu anhwe a wo de car ne kra kwose ba bia akonya accident tie ne so nya ubetumi e de akonya accident ni nyina ne se car tires ne no ene boa car ne movement ne ya ena chese car ne nante enso e bon ho ba yie enu nti na car tires e papa na ye mono no beji bi e o PKB group of companies car bia Caterpillar tires o car nketo e bio chese bibia car bia utwi bia no ye o tires ahodo akese e yaso ye the main office tafun kramofo ase ne hwe ne mu afei ofori krom ufri aloga junction e control bus stop a obehu ye ho tafuni road junction e ho okonkran attention ngwa beach kwan na ekọ Temano ye 4 brigade eho and a PKB yewo 0209 170 030 Holy mosquito spray and quell and also boa ekum emwa bia ewofie and tontom tefre and sonko so once na ene mwa wan kitinkiti nyina eku efie de no offices kitchens ni nyina yimwa ni nyina efre wona afi bibia so aye kama na ekum mwa no de bia mekasa center ebeja wo dem wo no so ehwam papa entipe Holy mosquito spray and quell ni bi neto ura eye supermarket bia bi e ho pedodo a fa when it chewo Holy insecticides ye kumase depot ewo edum traffic light for 03220 37623 na waji Holy mosquito spray and quell no e be promise about emo be joining na be from immune system support, general body weakness, stress management and a improvement of digestion e promise about nupano and a OGB na bibia ye fine e de amount enoi de bia ye kasa e bibidro enua hini ne hahama ene nubna ena yede aye foni chem ewo ya bronsan mu Bosheba Plaza ye ne matadi saso ni dia num he ewo edum same building numu and as the same building or ye PFM you no ena be promise about 0535544681 beje odie onga eye mama nsabua for abomuno ene nkwan ne be da ene wo so oje onga powder ene onga tablet ye wa hodo pea powder no ye wo stew classic chicken and a 3 mix tablet your chicken beef stew and a shame ni nyina no eboa aduane ye no e mane ye de e mane ye kama pa enti no unu aduane ukofi age onga nefa ko onga mama's helping hand ilelei as for high quality mattress eno and a odaso a obesore na massage body no neck pain back pain waist pain ni nyina ebeko mattress papa no eno as from jodi we showroom bia ewo Ghana my mu afre 0556 579214 na wajo Ashfoam mattress Ashfoam feel it know it be an Ashfoamer now Bash digital satellites decoders for football lovers match bia movie bia chess game bia ubenya bi ahwe ewo ye decoder no eso Bash ewo Abrepo Junction ship mu eho ena owo ye ofre ya be ye door to door delivery ye decoder installation we are na ya recharge the amount your packages and ye very affordable your number is 0200 050848 0200 050848 now on the Bash digital satellite and so attraction in common Mr. Eugene Adu Poku striker seated boss good evening
Solomon Kata
boss
bibia boko de enyo ekoso kama
nyame adom
okay na uyu tinda bay
enra
okay
tiare ne haminti na wose mkuyi ni guna
wana opa boy ni tuutirima na
ami se mi kona mi yinu manfa boy antuma na ese manyi no
sa
na twisted ya mi na rubber brain shop nko ande ya
eno di tuma na ye dey
line
ai
mi trademark we haircut ntino so I found to man ese mani wasesa
okay
akame ho ache ntino ma found to mama ni mbesesa
okay ati so rekoi bye
PBO end of year watch night ne baso
kan yi na manfo hu ka PBO na mo muti o mede no mo
Oyerepa FM Oyerepa TV Promise Radio Promise TV unsa afibia
Promise Broadcasting Limited
yes okay afibia no ya na ye watch night so kokora na afidie ne so beba so
date ne da bay
Friday 5th December
na se December bosome no ide to so num
yes afo fidao na Farmers Day say Farmers Day first Friday of December
okay
ntino first Friday of December no 5th December 9 p.m. to 4 a.m.
9 p.m. to 4 a.m.
yes enyom to nyamesem tie empaibo nse ye
de nya ne ye empaibo no
ye kwa afe no awie yesa na ya na osefo ne so asori nse dru December to ye nchempi ene sisi kofo nya accident na bi fie hye na ebi so yade e bom ne ade ntino ya na e wo se ye bompae e de ma ebusuafo ne e bompae so e de ma ye ho ase wo hu message bi a otwo kwa hye ne entini ye be wo ye ni mu he ya se de bi ye no ye he ya kwa kujasi Jojo ahen maybe oche Joshua Bano Nshaba Patrick omunyina abeba
okay
on be hu ya nyom na ye de empire so
ye be yi nyame aye
yeah
e wo nwumtuom ne asore no e wo nwumtuom
yes
na afi ye de yadesrede
atu nanim
e de ato nanim
ye de na
se
seda
so ama no
yeah
na bambo kesi odi aboye efri eye afi na hyase
yeah
eye January bosunde di kan se dwumadie ne ba so December 5th ye but wa wo ba dwumadie ne December 5th no menim se awrade ebehwe nyina yeso ama so lu yetwa eye afi 2025 no de ewra afi 2026 mu ene eye afi ahodo a edi anim nti na mama edum president invitation there.
oh no way there's all no here invitation
Doom president say do you doom president o
visa buy oka brofu bi o na minim ba bi ana brofu no free ba say watch night no you can't afford to miss it to say you can't
and how can
minim ba bi ana free ba nti na nka
okay and squatting so chia o
mejene so
on the message bi aba and was welcome back the goat no size na Messi no baba Barcelona number
oh rumors e ba no e kire say
na so ne adi wo problem o one Laporta
unse say no
ama aba no mo so mo beto ne say next year say no
ho campaign ti
so campaign ti one Laporta na wo campaign ti abede no abebo ama no
say one Laporta no aka say onyanko be say the Messi aba unse dey no mkoye first training wo Spotify company new one ni speech ni no ka so onya be say the Messi aba
ba Messi
ba wan ka so de ne ba be ko
Messi di ojo
oh ade
kwa ofa so kuru a obi ehu
there we kolem
obi ehu okono de ne cameraman Rodrigo Di Paul unje mfoni Rodrigo Di Paul di try
on the okoba bi on nneko
Rodrigo Di Paul try mfoni na afi de omoto petin abonten
yeah
okokra wanka nche ba so na fo mpanyifo
na ye de no nya access to the stadium
na wo ye security na Messi aba ho abeka zo mie gate me say na wo ye security wo Camp Nou na Messi aba ho a usu mie
me sure say na mpanyifo no ya
da be no monya we no bi anya we no bi anya we
because before so be call no na stories about say Messi betumi akọ no mu
obetimi akọ ne so wo koy sunsunye wo obi anya we
me sure say no adi hu
da be no bi anya we na so kọ ho no wo de hwe eyi no video ne pictures no obi anu wo di na chi etise eyi Baba Yara Sports Stadium na bia Kotoko kra ho na be the greatest player in the history of Kotoko.
Yes, be debatable kakra.
In the history of Asante Kotoko, the greatest ever player. What okay.
Obo Sunday mudi obo Malik mudi. Oh.
Obo
Pokunti mudi.
Obo Razak.
Razak.
Obo Malik Jabe. Obo Ose Kofi. But ezi eyi mu baako.
Ose Kofi na ase Bobby
Ghana ni Uganda. Ghana ni Uganda. Osi Antomoto amana. Omobo no.
Is the first time not in
the oti bench. To ohini jan koto moto no. To ohini jan be gina hono mu ye moto na ba. Tebu wadini mre reverend. Wadini mre. Nti ebeye debate pa so enyanse to the greatest ever in the history of Asante Kotoko. And a house so the greatest ever.
Greatest ever has obebo
babo hwan
polo obebo polo mudi obebo
onim say Ismail Adu ho
omu player owu very youngy
waya Shamukwi
ana onu mfa ne mbam sa
Shamukwi
obeba bato wa bwanche bato he players na omu ball ne
ba yo say ya ne we players bi wo ho a ubo mu dimpe my supporters some memories be.
Oh yes.
But obi to say Ismail Adu so gina mu ye pa. Obi to say Emmanuel Osekufo the general on so gina mu ye. Charles Taylor akuranya ne Kotoko sem na ebe mu na.
Anka
obi so gina mu ye. Na Adolf Ama.
Okay.
Omu nyina wo ma.
Ba me
so ebe den. Ti emfa ne so de emfa pokunti.
Ba me nana ya de me to no ka che me say. Mohamed Polo no ni bobo chen Messi boy ya nansen oboy
nana no hu Messi
the Messi unse Messi ba
ona na tiase
there we were free but Messi ba no 8 years to 9 years mo ani
okay no he Messi no adi mfie say
me na na free no be 90 plus
okay nti fanise pokunti
yeah
edu Baba Yara Sports Stadium we are security ni ababy gate so tell me chana say amena kwa akwa ohia so obeji permission until I know mercy dey ohia so obeji permission asa na okọ Spotify camp no because ye can Lionel Messi ye can the greatest ever in the history of Barcelona so tell me chana say the stadium when untimi sin kwan so many rem and a boy here born as so say the greatest ever
you know they all count montreal
oh omunyina solo omunyina omunim tino
pele ni Maradona
yankoi
Cristiano Ronaldo mbebo mu
yanko ozai
Ronaldo mbebo mu
na say ko mo ye record bi by say ayi omo so far great players ni nyina omo wade bi omo nji bi da ba wo ka sa de ni nyina bo ma Messi ni nko ana aye sa de no tino
yo
yankoi
good anyumre yenye kakra na yenka tie for say finally Otuado release Blaster squad yede ekobo anfa kanse menu a eda yanim yenfa entudwa say efiada ye 14 November Ghana
tino nyabutre pache we de facha me Richman DJ Richman wa onye DJ Richman osi coach kwesi apia ai osi greatest ne coach kwesi apia ena Anderson esu ewukufurudua oso no de eye between Abdul Razak and Ibrahim Sunday ono so e de ode abano no Nana Kwadwo Jamfi from the United States of America say has there no Abladi Kuma Joe Ado and Asan Trophy Aqua Nana oye sure Abladi Kuma ni Joe Ado ni San Trophy Aqua de say odi Ismelado to obabu omu nyina wo tino yento aso
enti nyame adumu a yemfa entudwa say eye Japan Ghana that will be Friday 14th November yewie pa na cheseni 18th November South Korea and Ghana abo ewo so World Cup Stadium channel so Japan Ghana ebetodwa ewo Toyota Stadium Aichi ho ene baby a game no ebetumi apaso eye goalkeeper Joseph Anan Lawrence Atizigi Benjamin Asare 3 goalkeepers defenders near Derek Cohn Jerome Opoku Jonas Agete Caleb Irenchi Gideon Mensah Mohamed Salisu Ebenezer Anan Kojo Opon Pepra and Alidu Seidu we any defenders are ebe prapra ewe chiro de amaye mfimfro no eye Abu Francis Prince Owusu Christopher Bonsuba na yenya Kwasi Zibo Kama Dean Sulemana enim hono eye Kevin Nkrumah Prince Osei Owusu Prince Edukwabena Brandon Thomas Asante Antoine Semenyo we any squadda Ghana eye efiada ene ne brother so yede kobo international break no yede every ho na omode hye kakra dia ba ene yayi de ye hwe omani ma arrival no eye ene nyame adoma echina eye 12 that is Wednesday training ewo Nagoya that will be 6 p.m. Ghana time on Thursday na omako game center eho eye Toyota Stadium Aichi 6 p.m. na chese training no etimi atodwa efiada eye da yedi Asia kan no match day Japan and Ghana ya no aka say Japan time will be 7 p.m. Ghana ebeye anopa nondu pepepepepepe na amfa kansi no de dinkan Japan and Ghana edi ahwim yewie pa na yabomodin abepiem ewo so na ebepiem wo so on the 15th no Saturday no a na chese yahome ne Sunday yababo abomodin na yakoye training ewo so stadium yewie pa ne Monday 17th no yabesan aye training na ne Tuesday and also South Korea and Ghana about the same time 7 p.m. South Korea time 10 a.m. Ghana time we and in shake kakra every blasters aso ye eba na Chris Houghton edi nkomo kakra ena nwumri ode air to dress Otuado a good coach sanse ode wo man eko wake up no enya de a eda form.
He's a very good coach. He is now taken, which is not something that in world football that many do. You know, he has now taken a team to 2 World Cups. He's a very good coach. As an individual, I like him a lot. We had lots of good conversations before the last World Cup, and even since. this qualification round, of course, there was a big disappointment of not qualifying for this next AFCON, but to qualify for the next World Cup is something that's huge, and it's not every African country that can do it. So to do it 2 times in a coaching career is something big. But he's, for me, a very good coach. I certainly wish him all the very best.
Chris Houghton as a coach Biano for the best squad and the Amani team.
As a coach, you want the best squad possible. I think it would be ideal if there were as many local players in the squad as possible. But I think what's even more ideal is that whichever squad is picked, it is the best squad to get the results. And that's what it has to be, because ultimately the nation wants the team to do the best job possible. And to do the best job possible, you need the best players possible. When I look at the squads that Otto has chosen, I think he has picked a really good blend of existing players from the last maybe 3, 4, 5 years, and also some introductions into the squad. So I think he's got a good balance at the moment. And for anybody that thinks different, it's about the end product, and the end product has to be about getting what are regarded as the best players in. And I think we all know, if he was to pick the squad that's going to travel, if he was to pick the squad that was going to travel, if he was going to pick the squad, there'd be some differences. The most important person is Otto. And I think at this moment, he has picked a really good blend of players that have been involved, some have not been involved, some local, and I think he picked a really good blend of the squads so far. And I'm sure that he would get the right blend for that squad for the World Cup for next season.
Former Blasters of Ghana head coach Chris Houghton and Yaten Nkano na sports and recreation minister Honorable Kofi Adams and the air to just say since our minister coach you were winning into a Kobane sa o me good results the Obekano ewo ensamfo Friday actually.
The coach is winning. He has won. Since I became minister, Yebobe 6 games. He won 5 and then drew 1, which is good. We're getting the results that we are getting. But after the game analysis, every time, it is after the game that makes me feel sometimes edgy and uncomfortable. I have to speak to Sanya Manyaman. It doesn't mean say me penasem. Currently, he's our coach. Me a minister anti me pese meka best or no best, so that when I have to take a decision, will be uncle say, oh baby, na me pena 70 and me push say uncle and I me pena 70 and I'm tina make say more uncle. It's data and other things that will drive the process. Then for baby, I express your desire as far as the coach and coaching of our national team are concerned. We are not blinded by that. We are not deaf to those comments. And the analysis will factor the concerns of industry persons, experts, and even non-experts on the street. The best factor of concern in arriving at a decision as to what happens going to the World Cup. Say we will strengthen the team by bringing in other persons to support, or we are bringing new persons. Look, the coach won or qualified with a team. I believe the coach himself, given the chance, he's still looking to better his team with other invitations and so on and so forth. So if the coach is looking to better his team, I believe to say nothing stops the country also from looking to better and strengthen.
Na yenkotie enkoma odi ye edifa sika omudi say league ni mu kwane e befa so na etumi akosoro.
I am sure say before the end of the year sika yeberi will be more than that 20 million. We can pay that, pay prices, because every team, don't forget, every team at the end of the league so Benya Bibi. Now it's no longer going to be just the winner. It's not going to be just Nia Obedin Kunim Kwana or Benya prize. All the teams will have something. Aside the 1 million that they were given to start, Omunyana Sube then Benyabi. Yanka say the loan ama clubs bia say a loan that they sika yede buahu. And yes car club bia babichia back. So it is not any loan to any club. In the meantime, as we were about starting the league, that money was not ready. If you can make some arrangement to take care of the situation, it doesn't mean that that arrangement that you made will become their responsibility. Ultimately, when the monies are raised, we will pay for the facility that they went for the initial commencement of the support system. It's not a loan to Hasofu, come and pay back, or a loan to Kotoko to come and pay back. It's support to them. For them, they don't care about how they got the money.
Enough of that. Yenya league ni kakra Kotoko ewo outstanding games miensa. Also mukle edifu omu bako omu bono echena ewo tema ni eje Krekude Sports Stadium na no and Nana Adjumai a vision head coach at the air to just a exciting a brow ball against Kotoko.
Playing against Kotoko is it's an exciting time for each of our players. So irrespective of who is playing, we know that they're going to come up and they're going to do a job. The team is ready. I mean, we played a game on Saturday, so they had Sunday off. Today they did a bit of recovery and then they also did a bit of tactical work. I think that it's going to be an exciting time for Vision. We're hoping that we can pick on to play the combination plays. They're going to outrun themselves actually, because they know that getting result against Kumasi Asante Kotoko, it doesn't only move Vision, it also moves them as individual players. Boosted their confidence for sure. I mean, to go one man down and play 10 against 11 since the 27th minute and then be able to go up and win 2-1. We saw the tactical discipline in them, especially in the defensive organization areas, the way they closed down spaces, the way they allowed the opposition in certain areas and then pressed them in certain areas, won the ball, got space behind them and did what they did. That was wonderful. So I think that it's boosted their morale, but we as a technical team, we are trying to maintain their focus and make sure that they remain very, very humble as they've done throughout the season to be able to have that edge to play Kotoko. And I think that so far it's been wonderful and the boys are ready.
Nana Adjumai and Yatin and Kanyenti head coach for Kotoko. Abdul Karim Zito and at the air to just has in Kulim Dino Omdia too much na Omakache press and the complacency dear Umunim Frumakwen.
We've just left it behind us after the game. I told them the same 3 points as I said from the beginning. And myself, as a legend, I know what you just said is very dangerous. But to those of us who are fortunate to play football and become coaches, we do challenge or warn our players to go out of complacency. Gradually, with those who saw him started, I think aside the goal scoring, he's also coming. I like his best side, which I can't expose now. If you are a coach, you have to think about that. So we are working on him, and I'll specify some training for him in a week, 2 times in a week. Myself and he will be on the field and then work on that. So I think by the time we go deep into the league, it might be okay. Your objective is to carry you along the line. So since our objective is to win the league, we definitely have to fight for the 6 points.
Abdul Karim Zito, a game no enkomo eno no yankwa aduana na yankati for say aduana a confirm say coach and dim any W Tando onu mo to nkwanta pint say de onka omu a omahia no kosa say baby odina ni kire bia no ewrade enka no ho na yenwuram kakrai na yehwe Sunday game a eba na wieye House of Folk yentete kakra no e kire say sika eba omunsam no eye 510,000 ena ebeka ensa yetiti bibia no aka 190,000 ena abeka House of Folk ensa.
There's a gate fee ni sika omutua no gate anu nyina no 510,000. Yes sir,
sure.
Okay, ene yetiti bibia free mo no
aka 100
has sem sika omunya ewo mo nsem ye 190,000.
sure.
It was Utino, Yababa, why Yabote.
Yanko Princesses Kakra, na Yankati for say your final game, and then at me about Soma Nigeria, as a princess is coming and sir, yen to me anti Wafu under 20, a Wafu B and a 20 guest cap no, and Yabo Modern Ebo final game of group no Nigeria, Asha by 3-0. Na Lions forward the fan say Chauncey Freeman. Yes, international break no am on so etimi enya call up e wo Liberia national team no a say the on so edna ni akyerem e wo ne kromu a okobo ede ama ne kro no yibo enyina so na anwumre yi yemfa ensem no emfansi e wa ha.
Okay, Clementino the darling boy yebeda say odi nsem wo fie ede agu ho amaye and squad say Kotoko greatest ever no ono free say chenchen hene ene Razak Nana Kwadwo Jamfi ese Upokunti Ibrahim Sunday Malik Joka eno se Kufi na obehwe na wayimu baako Abbas Akwaba be microphone ma bibi aboko de
saka boko so nya boko sa ba
ade na nya boko
ense ma tutu ye weekend yi de na ejitum se boko ade nya boko ano mo yare na za obi ba na nya manu nyi ba grongu ze nyo
ade de na atomo
na de Ghana football de referees ye area na you better.
Oh, dear senior Abbas. Former players of House of Folk. Penny for ma occupy position House of Folk maybe a tram. Omunyina so omunya chance ko hwe and after the moment say offside no. Still that's what you know.
Nyawota makro kan so so. Nyawota makro de so kan.
Oh.
Magia to me you watching yam see uzi the SCA board member on the funder. The last funder waka nyawota makro.
Amankwamre ku player.
On only view. Min deny ni view min so deny
Aziz Haruna Futa
on only view min deny ni view on so deny me de Aziz ye wi min ne gina ho komo me ni Aziz di no offer enye no no kan no me ni Aziz di komo make be 15 to 20 minutes am ye nyina ye team no problem ye nim and obi so sisi enya ye nim enti ye fa team no problem so bi be sisi ye enti no ne team no problem one dey akofra da bi yenye ne sa yani abre papa this week yani abre because we are wrong yani yew na nya we nya ofa ye afei ade a ye de yew nua no a wo tie mu no ye sa de yew a wo se wo ye din ye ni no mu firi ba bia ni ba o di referee atam se de o mu firi Palestine e ba mu firi ba bia ni ba
say referee team bia supporters yo matter
afei de ti na ye fight for your right na koto supporters say ka chesi ye din Mianam tia makuma sei.
Amuka yanzo munye di.
O ye di na bo na go. Ye di na bo na enye go. Dabu be ka che prako so nya tache mo agrodi. Dabu ka che prako so nya tache mo agrodi.
O problem pa ni sei.
The problem say ma kotokoni me kan che ye say ye di. Na yo ko de bi tu o ma ye ni do mo kan, ye ni do mo ye.
Ye to.
Ba bi ani omudi referee atam se de se bo abetu omuba
aba asina se has so madi referee atam da
eti atuanya omumu susu se de tu omumu no
ba de ye nyina ehwe ye de
se de o frere ni bo
ncheche mu bebebe abai
jeje mu sesen
abas
se kojo asquad posivo
ifab mra de achechire mu nyina
enya de ayen ye supporters no ye de beti ase wo ji ase yen ye eti da coach bi nya de ya pam na obi susu fi so obeya de ne afa no obi pam no coach no bi fa na
ba de ye mra de
mra se
enya adwenkyere
se se wana chirem bi fa na ba chirem na manfo na chirem
ifab mra
se
ye de govern officiating
mra se mra nti we de kasiyesi wanim kan bi no obi amansanti
eno mo se ye bibi akwese ye mfa ne se bia boapayo so tell me chana say
deliberate na mo fe deliberate
so tell me chana say
deliberate
eno die untimi enka say eye offside but de enya boa payo de eno die etimi offside.
Thank you sir, we say mam 2 minutes na me no na convince me
ba chimti
bo ni hwiri koso so wo ye den bo ne ba no hwiri koso
ko challenge for ball
na ball no adwene be no koso wo
de ko challenge for
ball na me say ball ti no hwiri koso omo say bo apaye ene de wa sheda ene de wa sheda ye buso say si be ball no aboko che na ka de ma ho ya say no go beka
o say si be do bia hu so wadan ne ho ba ko ne
enti no
obi hu say o full control over the ball
control ya odi ko ne
na wadan ne ho
ya odi ko na chi wuti ase ya jitum edit na ball e deflect ya sometimes ye de ama ye fa go ni ma do ball ye no sometimes e deflect ya ye de go na ma do ball ye no
enu am mpanyifo ko
me ba asem ko na ni mi di ni ye di o
na ba bia won nam ya
ba bi you see I will see deliberate no e kasa ye nyina de adwene e kirem enye so ba ye mra na o ma wie
na sa asem we kwa de na oni ewie
minimum wie
o say the same referee
yes
video abe show no
yes
the same referee
yes
ade a oye ne nkan no
yes
ebi to mu e we kumase
e manage go ti aye
based on goal na oji wo kumase no who abasa wo tie hu say offside
no say go na ko mra
say go
na ko school
abote etu hu say ball na offside
yes
and a referee aji go
ntin je ne fana
wo abas a hu say offside
yeah
nti ye gina wo abas so
menya referee
abas
no de ba ya ne say nyame adom ye birthday no so ye bedi
na you say mo twaki
aya twa you betwa
mo twa na ba betwa
you betwa
no pen
and you twa this was parliament ya na
ayana me
your parliament
ayana me follow mo mo X Twitter can Twitter
bibia
e bo be 10 na mo Twitter page on X on mo fa hwe meto
ye wani brem
e na mo nwa kotokofo ba say mo fa meto ba mo kai mo say na ye mo birthday say mo kai
ombekai what is it so manya nyunumu no mo gba so ta nto ombekai no ko mu gina wiem no mo num so hia nko mbe pe fura gina
afi bi esan o
what is it me dey born enya me ya ti dey ba na say ye be birthday no
birthday say ekobo sesu
na day ni wie da ban wie tam ban midnight
na mo kodi
say mo say ye te mo jata kronfo ye mo wa mo ye nka nkire mo ko ta kronfo na bo wa abi enyeyi
abas
ye ka say as we support say ye dey born no say dey ye kwa me point ni say dey o mo kwa ye sisi mu hunu no no mo bobra mo bia te say sisi wo mo no obia no a otia wo mo ye nso ye nsi sisi enya mo me cheche bibia
o mo nya ma mo nsumu
ncha
okay
makoto ko ni bia hia me kwa nka zo be cheche ndi mu
to bia nsu na ni wa
because o mo ko ba ni sisi wo mo ayi ni mo ka do kroma ba bia ni die obutimi yetimi kana fidie so
okay bia
etidi kan say bon na ya nyina bo no de ma ade asisie ba aye de yehu ade tutu de asi ndura ho ene me de hunu no kra ni nkontompo
but de wo musu ne say efiri na ekọ no bobo ye de mra ena ebo nti ade a emra ewum no emotions any sentiment ye fa nko ho
e ka ho ne ye fa ho ne nuru enkodi eduru entramra ya
asema be entramra eti BBC na wo hwe mra no te say maka kire same se on print ifa mra no nyina no fa mawo
me pe lo 11 nko na mpe
o si BBC won fa ni nyina
da bi lo 11 na mpe
tu say wo hwe bo a na ekura wo BBC anu akan
then we no emra na e ba ko pe so obi ade ade no wo sheda na wan sheda ene na obi aduna so imu enti mu bi nyina nyi ade no chese be ko chance wo sheda na wan sheda
enti
omo de nchichire mu aba e kire se we die esi a ye kaso wa sheda we esi a ye kaso wa sheda
enti bo ni hiri ye na ni ti direction no wan
omo say
na bi bo ni hiri
ohiri so ye dey
bo direct ko
ye dey so defend it meboa when we so defend na wo defend here na be defend ako
na wo defend wa head ball ashe no da
abas ye nto aso
da bi si da na defend ya le bon ashe no
meba ho biem
me ko da bi mi video aba
meba video no don
na mi video week
mema na ba video le
ya this video week
me di na chi a
video week
mame mra oba mame ntie wo video meba so why
and I have to folk birthday and that's when an appenka birthday
yes 114 years me boy
na be gan
abas who started the house chief from
oh ya wo mi ana museum ya house ni
ya wo
mi ama hu de ya mi house ni mi ntimi nkire me ni ya na mi house ni
and I will share first house game I'm
sure here northern sector party a house of folk against Tachima Holy Stars just 1987
yeah okay it's from 1987 ebe pem na no kwesi da bo ambo against Kotoko
yeah
obi busa o se house abakose mu yi player odamu sonko ebi a house mu goat
Mohammed Ahmed Polo, the driven magician.
Sir.
Yes, one the be player, as a coach. One player, or we a coach. No match mu ye dia. No you coach bad na to no the JC Ashe. As a bobo. The driven magician. Mohammed Ahmed Polo.
Obe try Ismailado.
The driven magician.
Obe try say ko.
Ye ka yenka de o ma ye trophy
say no boss achievements aka
oh there be so ka o the achievement kan ho dia
yenka most talented
yes we there who here be 2 year no yes the driven magician Ghana ha nyina ayenya as kura no anti player yes the whole Ghana when ni boche obia e Polo na de na house there we ni kwato second
over my minti
say that come on it what you say the whole Ghana yes when ball no boche obia driven magician has Ghana. Who has best player? Not go to second.
Ever to meet you.
Jibo, Clementino, your story be now. is of great interest to me. A story concerning Haas match or boy against Kotoko. Now, I say Haas now 510, 500 and
In excess of 500.
in excess. Okay, 510,000. Okay. Next, Jibo, almost sign a deduction. No, now had to full Kenya 190,000 Ghana cedis. So from 510,000 Ghana cedis, 290,000 Ghana cedis. That's it. Tenacity account.
Too much,
Jibo.
Scoreboard in assets.
That's it. Tenacity account once and we say a ball no yentimi nkoyenim. We say a clubs no can never develop. And I'm expecting Senka F, you know, is something they must fight for. That means hard to folk did not even make half of the money. Mijitum say has no cut match, a lot goes into it. National security, police, no money doors so there. Mijitum say it will be difficult for us to compare her to folk to other government programs. Say a buying program be a befa a year, you kind of saying police are continue this kind of better or more any other. But you can't do this to an economy and a group of people that are feeling no muguru. And you also didn't I mean doubt the story there, say. Deduction has the cut corner and what do also the number of police personnel I be ban a doors to 10 average matches. In Santo Kotoko Bobo. Maybe a baby no wa boy bia. Kotoko match match your boy after quarrying was it Heart of Lions. Yeah, we na be half cool. So if Kotoko de no be half koya, then I won't be surprised at half the end they bro half. Because Haas and Kotoko, oh, they look at the security detail and match preparation ebekum. Now, I wish Haas for the Papa B. They should publish the details. Then start conversation. And start conversation for the week. Haas and publishing gross no. Now I'm publishing deduction. No man graphics. No man fan to work. No man jama supporters no. This is Jibo. Where you go?
Is a team minister. Or say, Sika Medema clubs in a Bosiabo,
Yajitum.
As almost require on Bafaswa. On Benyes Candia Coto, baby Omofano. No monka se club will be a mutuous can back. A abina never can be swa. Wakutrius Canada, my bang a cra. Mokoji lono.
I'm making sure say.
On the Bosiano
fan no more day ban. Yembe citizens. No minimum citizens are. Any else you be demanding your maybe a freak. GF in Hopa. You want my I'm just hoping that sport fan never ban. Young fan baby, it will be associated to Ghanaians paying.
I mean, I said, could you be a SUV on this issue? As you bed. Please, what did the clubs do to earn the 1 million each from the government? The clubs should keep quiet because the sitting government have taken taxpayers' money for private people free without anything.
And you 1 million no 70 account.
Also, 1 million no.
This has nothing to do with 1 million. Before I said 1 million no beban. That's our deductions we never ho. Before I said 1 million beban. Near Bobo we mo 50% mamofa. Justice Jamefe Commission. You see, sometimes Jibo, what kind of recommendations now? They recommend there's a 17.5% now. Yet as tax from the clubs no. And buying teso unable to they suggested a massive decrease. Send your clubs no be how mokakra. Abo metimi ayo mejuma. Because if out to folk bokotoko no nya 300,000. Onya 300,000. Whenever say 510,000. Has nyemu 300,000. It me ye juba bebre ma has. On it didn't ana abase ni abrese Omoye night supporters bar is the biggest sponsorship for the supporters. But my so my say adwuma we nyina awie no. Ni awie ne tiska na mintimi nya even half of the amount. This is the biggest match I bet this Cabre had to fuck. What do you remember 2 ground zero? So I think sir as a group, as clubs,
the ball na attendance na you.
No a measure some taking to monitor sky bar gate.
Yeah.
Because it means that what's a price now was kakra. When you got kokra ball waki, when you almost 200 or ball quarter when you're 200,000, 220,000 or so, last after the Kube Kama. Into dependent amounts now, the amount in well so nipa kakra bi ne beba. Into be most when you be at the film, especially some when you cook gate no. Now making sure say kakra na be fa pipe me pie be ekitu ebi enko e bebrea you make something.
But issue ya obedo okay. Em say nya bredi kan ni aya raising. Ye bebo game. Na ya tisika aba after the game, ya deductions. Ni ya raising. Na then aban no nya hu bibi aban no nya hu. But ye hu clubs na efe ni so mutu hu anamon. Obo say we ya kan. Ye be kan na akosi baabi. Obi antu hu anamon. Next season, you better have Kotoko ne house. Ebia na be Kotoko home. Ni asa beti wo mo se sika na clubs into omo team go kan.
I say maybe na amponsan ye graphics bi. Na de na amponsan try so ba achieve no clubs na ka ho na support. O we season no. And no publish all the Kotoko home matches. Gross. And no the net to. Now check na Kotoko lose above 53% of the total money. Oh yes, our publication. It was nice graphics. I need maybe once other panel members, cause I'll pull it out. Na mediaba. If you crowd more, we Facebook no crying. If you crowd, be post you at all. Jibo. Bounce will be on Kawasem. Nobody from any other club supported that conversation. At the end of the night, upon sample here, you know, sad time no. Senka other clubs no see the same publications. Come back to me, I'm buying with the amount of money he's making from the clubs. But I say Kotoko agenda and Obia to die. Jibo, it must stop. Says Katiano must stop. Yes, a private institution. But once we agree that they are not in good financial standing and we want to do everything possible for them to make money. Yentiana Felix Fosukwache, I hope I got the name right. Yeah. Oliver too just a Ghana clubs in this country, local place to be found called World Cup, no munyes kakaka. So we are all looking at how we can help them financially. I'm very strong, no many foundation. It's your time we will cry. Yes, foreign companies back and it's more tax exemption. Baby, I bet 3 years, 4 years. Subsidize. Yen so mumu kakra. Jibu. Na mo menya hoden. Enti class ne yegitum so muniska. Ye betimi abu ye ne aguso. Atete ne oma so bia mamu be mfie num ye di animi. After mfie num no, ye be make sure say ye nte so keke. We will contribute and monitor your finances. Also, Jibu, issues of structures we here. Once we agree that the government should come in and help the clubs, no. As they say about first carbon, if you are opposite taxes, need deductions, no so better. No. Then the government must put in structure say the clubs will spend more. You can't, you have monitor finances. You have to say banks. Once do enough banks, no one buy first card be share banks. Send your mobile to ye. Or first card be share mono. I know here say. And they may you call for the no, and I may you call for my money tamo because you confess can be say my own you found question be found for chilling. So the point that we are making now is very simple. For now, at this point, the financial strength of the clubs, the government must come in and reduce certain things for them. But maybe a bank may decide to say, I will take care of security. If you are extra cost, a bank may decide to say, okay, fine. I will take care of that tax in there. That's 17.5%. May year free so the amamo for the next 5 years. Me year free so. The amamo send them benya holding.
Omuntu huana mo. Abindie ujana na deswa eso. So tell me chana say. Football clubs here ye come asemi. E ya manfo so adwuma wo. Obi campaign onu so abie. A e ye adwuma ma na mfa so ba odi begu ne botom. Abindie ne de ne say so obi be company wo man ni ma on so be hwe so be tax no de ayo man ni ye dia ye ka ho asem yi has on so mani abre return leg wo kumase kotokoso ani bebre e ba ne kase en so mo mienu ne ka wo because omo no more expenses was not to say other clubs ne ka wo ade na clubs mienu muntimi ka wo mo muntu anamo
ahona em wanwa no
ai no mienu ntimi ka wo muntu anamo
emire bi ka kotokoye ba le duru ba bi eso mienu ka bom we ye wura togbe ye wura we kra no ho jibo it should be club owners. Diana Stars belong to another man. Jibo. Midiama Moses Parker. Karela Haruna Idrusu. Young Apostles, emphasis Shelimpili. Brekum Chelsea, is it Chelsea Graham Fama a Amufajantua?
Yes. Tema Boa Ashanti region coordinator Edema Ken campaign.
Gosh.
Yes.
Chairman Jantua.
Yes.
Hey, wow. Johnny Cook be prana so ompre.
Enya ho
na eka.
So oye coordinator
Amufa Jantua.
Who Ashanti region.
Majatu.
Owura Ken Japan campaign. Yes. Team Ken.
So ka say me verdict be bad obey. Unse me so me kan tin da. De make so be wini bi o wini. To so. Te me be ba. Jibo, just look at these people. Randy Abe for Heart of Lions. Oh. Togo afed the Heart to Folk. Na Penkras ante kotoko. Na in fact say when ya Samates me fi papa edi kra it's a chiri when ya Dreams FC you say nya ket bi ono ba say ket. So imagine this in Penifo Kabum. Now we invited the sports minister into a meeting or they try and lobby for a day with the president. Now the house say on say akwa say omo amatic clubs no jibo me hu say ase Matias emre bi na ye ka skani bi asem ene skani ba ku bi o shop bi ajibo wa bi shop no atum kura ene it was hair shop yi pa nki yenya ka de de beye de ehia na edu mu no so we de ma me hwe o ase football no
omo ho hwe o
ase mo hwe ma bubo yi a omo de the clubs ya nu if they meet the president in a meeting all the necessary changes will happen. Omunyina politically built to both the MPP and the NDC. Shedinya ayebubui.
Captain,
no, worrying no. I worrying say onya 510. Na yetitia no onya 190. Na say want me anya half. Ananka that chichiro kra. So you ask yourself say I go into the deductions now. And I want to believe the clubs now, as they understand it. About Bonti, I say they're much more worried than the clubs now. Because they all go into the round table and do the deductions. The real scanner, yeah, the court, not sports authority for any club or house of foggy, any, and as any other to my own money. And there might be a go into the deduction from the onset they are away. And yet, you know, just say be a scanner baby and you cover be free baby. What I say? And so over the years, it has been there. And we've been complaining. But like you are saying, you know, other than clubs, they don't work in unison to fight a common cause. Now you must have done it here, or you know, or you a position of fans. Even though I send a certain message, but message, you know, a kotoko. They be a mechanism where you say, on to say clubs, who say, it will be a deep or it's a difference don't change. Now you come together. Now you face some problems. No, you are going to be like this. You are going to be like this. Because you game go for Marada. Now you go for Bakakra. Club and the supporters no more. They'll be doing all the promotion now work now. And again, House of Folk. No much supporters account no more promotion to get them to the stadium. Ombe no na sika obenyania. It calls for clubs to sit down to look into some of the deductions. They may come into the deductions. No, because I know of 70%, right?
Yeah,
70.5% of the amount. Then what else? Maybe you are addressed with that. e dey biem na manu ye first me the main thing say other now say police o ma djuma to protect us eco stadium a eco cover match that abra aban tax no yesa ete certain amount ade ma wo o ma akokra man nu ka I don't know the day police bo so me so bagina katua anase security e na ba no o mo joma katua aban tu omka so police bo na ye bo na so my protection my security a ye be wie na sika da e ko class wo no ya sa tibisa de ama wo. These are some of the things that clubs are so sure. Simple baby because you're very minimal. But you not for the clubs not like this. Yeah, can you know? So has to turn us over here and then more do and son of raise any partner. Now positive film start to the money because at the end of the day, so if you want an effective promotion to bring the supporters to the stadium, so you do some expenses to get the supporters to the stadium. They might have paid some money to some media outlets and some all these things. Transportation, feeding, and that stuff all come into play. At the end of the day, gate, I know a clubs there. What's the free man? Now one night a person drop big time. At the baby in a club no, if for to put in no, over head but so want to me and come on no money there. We continue to see they say yeah. Because some institutions or some group who they need the same maybe come on they put hard enough football to win. I'm beyond that course because deductions are too much. 5 thereabout, excessive 5. Maybe we are less than 2. How? It's what? From Coach Otuado, that's not the squad number. You still after about 6 or some players drop out now. You still have 2 local players. You still have 2 local players.
And they need enough.
How can that be enough? What is about the league, you know? Of course, you who's called centers. And you 2 pen on your league in a car or say improvement at Abamu and a 2 pet and a woman. Oh, that has been the problem. They want they want much music of your man. You move by the Black Star, but we know those players are to me, man. It's a common to me, ma. At least you should have some local players. We are what table with you. I say, only opportunity on my room. So what happens to nations playing? Or more captain, what's the name? What we do?
Simpson.
Transaction, what happens to him?
Send a former drop in TV.
NFA. The boy has been part of the Black Stars and that situation and Kabel something back. I'm not be wrong. You see the point? But when you have Obia, Black Star Muda. It was told us some of the class Obia, I'm more qualified, you know. We're more also for my baron. Is it building another Black Star team after the World Cup? And I say, or prepare, I'm a Black Star, I won't World Cup. So you might be bored to take responsibility. I ask my account. We can walk the talk. So since the form drop was saying,
okay.
Anna, your baby name was squad. Oh, I'm talking about the first choice in the buyer. And I want for now. Even though no issue, but I will keep quiet to that. But just look at names that be a name my Boba. What impact on my Black Stars? As against Obi, our boss when you a certain level of experience. So if you are giving that player opportunity, right, Obi TV, I'm building on that. So you look at some of your canon here, you know, they're not serious about your local football.
Can't tell me that say,
and it's the point.
My young police need the message about.
Or say,
or see me, Miss I say. Aside wa Katia, I would you know a pa. Go him so a power, you might try a couple summit.
Yeah.
Say, we be fufro, a word you many more. aya wo biseska na ze wo museska
me twa me buso me katua because ntina ah for say o ma me example na nka me nhwe adekro na wo kan
basi bibi ti se commentary se wo koya abagiska na wo nyiska
se me koya commentary se me magiska na se me you o ma yo commentary me nyiska but before outside the better say me kasa but we are I'll go through the process of getting them music anytime no nobody gives me anything. It is a memory must all kinds of
message na by problem na person course. You careful baby. Say message you the problem ho anani.
So police for no kwa. Captain car say me into your but I say it should be catered for from a different angle.
So market you mo je ne bosome no. Ade etwa mo kadada. Nti adwuma na mo ye na etwa mo kana mo be yebu stadium yan say.
Omo man okay police adwuma na dey. Omo basic adwuma dey. E ba no mbo.
Covid akito.
Ana mo ko bo man. E do mo nya adwuma bi asa mo adwuma eto mo.
Akojo ba
offices and na ne makoso.
Zak, Jibo, mami nti oyi.
E pa cho.
Ojo enti omra bi.
Ne pa cho so nkofo kwa demonstration na. Police for them ko ba ne omuti omuka na. Pacho dey say una na omu send message biso ma say
yam koso no bo on ba be ka sema ko for problem be there so. Mbo ko kan see pacho.
Police their basic responsibility and some bo ho ban. Ye ho Ghana for ye nya ye ho ban. And nti eti omuka. Enti that day na ye uko stadium no. Senka uko baby ko eduma as o station and you from station that ko boni pano ho ban e stadium enye any special job your job na na do se ko bo ho ban nipa ho ban e stadium we are mo kwa ban kan na de mo ko mo we are ban kan na no e de man ko finti mo to fuel mo nya hwe mo kwa team no ehu etumi amomu nsu no
to aso
tana sa
kan sem for mbacho
etia me kan sem boy
me so me send the message
it's good eti Jibo send the onko foko e kwa koye a mo fa ne kura demonstration a ye ntu omaka no Jibo minimum why you should pay police for everybody for home by stadium was is part of their job that they are doing. You see, Jibo, ya hwani ya the course na say but from can say Robin Peter to people. And I say abaya ko pese ka mama so your kwan kwa so ya ade. Nti mo bola stadium no ya bomb tasa kasa ni aje escape from ya aje esika. No say I'm only saying say me na no say what that. But na akosoro mo. Say first name say first, I keep one ball, putting your best 60% of the money. And I buy and I cover 55%. And I buy and I buy 50%. I feel you cannot even get 50% of the money. How? Has it mean 500,000 Ghana cedi? This is kind of no 5 billion. Yeah, my minimum for 1%. Has, yeah, my minimum has a ball 5 billion. Has 5 billion. Ya mamnum yeteti ye no. Omi 1.9 billion. Haba. Do money me no why. And aban what is your core responsibility? Your responsibility is to say obama hwan han na e ho atoye. But where the government is now punishing the citizens. How? What kind of supply is that? Yes, Papa. But you see, when you know, who do you blame? Because for some period, for some time now, Jibu, yeah, this campaign, yeah, come watch my can, but nobody seems to care. As will be amphobia. I don't matter now, my then I trust you, sir. Obianka once and ye China, I trust you, sir. Listen, Jibu, if you are not careful, with time to come. Football no be collapse completely. Minister sama work about loaning. Anapa me kan loaning ya Jibu. omma scan because omuni says loan no work up sika wa kwaji na wa kwaseven omma wa kwatu di omma kwatu yi
work up sika dey
je kwa kwaji ka work up
oh na say na dey aban ka kra bo ka so tete free mazagi to say be ka keto wi
am say eno no say ba scan ba ene dia ona che de
na me ka say aban wodi kan bo kun ka dada wo
ana minnim ba say scan am mo ho kan omma tia bi beto so
oh senkwa
the about at least over the years we know say
go have konya e ko ball qualify si aban ball ka say ntimi an ko tournament bi
no south corner afọ nya world cup
na ni nyina ka ho
ntien de e fe no say why business no
ni nyina ka ho
but we dey world cup qualifier ehun sika na eba Jibo, I'm telling you, if they no need where to get this money from.
World Cup qualifier, but how many matches?
Say about 10
games. Now the fans say could be a fan average of $1.5 million. say. I would strike an average. Now say
I mean, they say that the last four.
Correct the last budget before a sports minister Weber. Go and look at the budget. Now strike. And now can you never not strike average.
Even
if $1 million per gamer, 10 games, $10 million. Work up na appearance fee say.
Dibo, and I'm better say but for anything if no be no Dibo obe tuska agua atu work up beba. Na me adum pona blast as yamo kona mutim bono omutumi for group stage mpo a the money becomes more ana me boa. Into hona say ya boa mo. So the government gives the money and they know me again because if you allow them to be feeding you and who for so we all support them to keep the money so they keep using it to feed you because you show you are incompetent. What do you think compare if you are not back? That I say so I say ya wo fie na abo bra akọ ware de bia so ko wa me no pa se omo na so ba ko ho mfa ma wo Jibo ya hwewa mo ko square bibia ko ware ko fo ba na ba na wo de bia nyimre so aso no oyere no manya ha ko ba me no pa se ya be didi Jibo we ya de bobra sans ma we ti de bobra o ye fa bobra no bi na every for ni eti Jibo if you look at how the clubs are suffering. You see, Saturday when the club has no want to go, and you see, I want no problem because some clubs now are more caca. They don't suffer this. But no more Saturday they don't face this problem. Brokum, they don't face this problem. Samotes, they don't face this problem there. In Fabio. This is be a young apostles face bi
amunja what
eduana face bi
amunja
Ibo uko how smart that place in
amunja 17.5 now
Ibo onu de ana ni wo ana jana mu ni po ni aka no mu ni po onu you so mu kra no they have their own way so ticket no ana like you know what we are project because NSA are involved. But all the they declare amount in okay. So what I say? They declare amount we about there because say them and what they are. You don't have to control. It's problem no has no to air suffer power so they must rise up and let the government understand say so we say Ejumanu because one na anu ya bank igu yi mo na mo so mu ye hu ana setesa egu aban akoso mu and if mo pese football be go because just imagine football so go chroma here how many people will lose
there some do more concentration ko ne deductions especially VAT no
ja do run again
police em de mama fanko
oh Jibo police there
dabi amonya abo me na say no kre na say ye program see you need security definitely you go for police utua they charge you pay because extra duty so what the mention extra duty Oyerepa yeti hen ti ye bibi na esi hia police we will pay Dibo you have to pay
Dibo
you have to pay.
Na no podi da.
Yeah, quite tifia hey. Yeah, bibi extra yeah, je.
Jibo. Umpo na na nse otu kan. Football na ebo no. Elsewhere it's a community ball bompo a
omutua.
Community no
they pay.
Community no and because Jibo a community na taking charge of.
You pay for security.
Jibo,
you pay for security. And you're free.
Yeah.
No, you pay for it. And you're free. You pay for it. Oh baby,
and the move on so I'm going to charge you more.
Now guys I'm going to call. What that no sorry call is here. What that sorry call?
I want to.
Me say sorry call. What that cause is here. Abbas, yenye niamfa afrefo no. Why?
Video that's all in the video man. Me call there. See ananka me pe lucky divi nyum na was a tax mine. Tax mine. And we prophets.
And I'm to say. What to say?
Taxman was starting to say. I'm paying my bodyguard. I don't pay my lawyer. Pay my doctor. Pay my gardener. But I don't know why I don't pay for. I'm talking about the tax mine. I don't know why I don't pay for. I'm talking about the tax mine. But I'm performing a prophet.
0322494401 0322494771. Wait here, but so this is lucky do we nyum na de mo.
Say no na Ghana buy tax mine. Look into me, I'm a prophet.
That's all no for South Africa.
Tax in here now. You tax in here. You not what you team. Yamabo bola. You yamama boka. Now buy juma no sa buy one more buy juma. Na se de ba ko boka. And now what to committee no.
Ntina buy enhye. Omo bia kwan so sutu wa kwanya so betia bi wo awadwuma. Na waye no wanya mfa so na emmom esan se adwuma no wo man ni mu no. Esa ban no susu nya wadwuma no so mfa so no de wo man ni ye.
Saga eni ko me he enamani ablo de mo fa ko no he me mba wade ba ko pe me tie se na me research for a years na nyame die ba ye no
Abbas ma me ko line su di ba bia ka se fina o de wasema to aso. Hello. Eba cho mane suma mo di ba bia ka se fina de wasema to aso.
Ba cha ya fe me jawusi. Ka se fit dem patashe.
Eja yeti o.
Ba cha ha ti ni na. Adenki kotoko acha acha egwana.
Masa.
Ah, de ni abu sa